Hello friends, and welcome back to our daily women's devotional, I Am Loved, edited by Carolyn Rathbun Sutton. Today is December 10th, and the title of our devotional is Water of Life, written by Sully de Silva Pereira. The Bible verse is found in John chapter 4, verse 14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Sully writes, it was just another afternoon for the woman. Her solitary steps down the dusty road concealed dark thoughts. She had planned to fetch water in the afternoon because the midday heat would have discouraged others from being there, others who would probably humiliate her and place a low value on her personhood. She was already sad and depressed. The woman had long ceased to dream and could only accept her condition as a known sinner in her Samaritan community. Sighing, she reached the well and filled her water jug. The water was fresh. However, as she prepared to return home, the woman was interrupted by an unfamiliar, quiet man who had been watching her. He did not look at her with condemnation like the village people did. Care, sensitivity, and compassion were in his eyes. The stranger asked the woman for a drink of water. The woman questioned him, saying, "Why do you ask a Samaritan woman for water? Aren't you a Jewish man?" She was sure the man in front of her did not know her. Actually, Jesus knew her better than anyone else. He wanted to speak to her heart, so void of hope, and bring grace to her parched soul. Though mistreated by the world, the woman could not resist the soft, gentle voice of the one who spoke to her downcast spirit. He gently questioned her, and she soon admitted all her sins to him. Yet he spoke without accusation. His truthful words and forgiving voice filled her empty soul with hope. Christ's peace and comfort, never before experienced by this woman, changed her from a depressed woman into a messenger for the long-awaited Savior, for he had just revealed to her who he really was. As her heart overflowed with joy, the Samaritan woman ran into the city and announced that she had just met the promised Messiah. She had become a preacher for the word of life. By drinking from the living water that Christ offered, the woman became a fountain that refreshed others, a fountain whose soul-winning ministry would flow into eternity. Dear friend, there is still water of life for each of us in the gentle voice and heart of Jesus. He invites us to share in the joy of salvation and offers us his forgiveness and love. Sully de Silva Pereira is a business manager and works in City Hall in Patos de Minas, Brazil. She likes music, writing, and working with teenagers. She has been married for almost 30 years and has 3 children, Arthur, Eric, and Samuel. Her big dream is to someday go to her father's home and live eternally with him. How beautiful it is to know that God can quench our thirst. Our cracked, miserable, parched souls are longing for the refreshing, the joy, the hope, and the love that only comes from the water of life, which is Jesus. I hope you're blessed, you enjoyed today's devotional, drink from that water of life, and I will see you again tomorrow.